Hi guys, welcome to another session of Protractor. My name is Karanbir Singh. Let's have a quick recap of what we had done in the last session. We learned what is Protractor, how does Protractor work, where we understood the architecture of Protractor, features offered by Protractor. We also went through the frameworks available in Protractor. And guys, if you have not gone through the part 1 where we had explained all these topics, so I've added the link in the description. Please go through the video Introduction to Protractor for better understanding. In this session, we are going to cover installation required for Protractor, which includes installation of Node.js, installation of Protractor, installation of Webdriver Manager Update. We will install them all one by one and we will understand the purpose of each one of them along with the installation. Let's move on to the first part, which is installation of Node.js. So before we move to the installation of Node.js, let's understand what is Node.js. Node.js is an open source platform to build and run server-side application. Protractor is a wrapper to Webdriver.js. Both Webdriver.js and Protractor are Node applications. So if we had to summarize this, then we can say Node.js is required to build and run Protractor and Webdriver.js. So now let's start with the installation of Node. I already have Node installed in the system, and for you guys to verify if you already have Node, let's open command prompt. So I'll click on start and I'll search for CMD, which means command prompt. Hit enter. It will open the command prompt, and in the command prompt I'll write node-v, which means node version, and press enter. As soon as I hit enter, it shows me version 12.10.0, which means I already have installed Node with version 12. So guys, if you already have Node installed, it will show you the version here. Else, it will get you a message which says Node is not recognized as internal or external command. If you get that message, it means that we need to install Node. So now let's see how we can install Node. In the Google search, I'll just write Node, press enter, and the first link that I get is from nodejs.org, and in this link I'll click on the download section. As soon as I click on the download section, I can see that I have Node installation available for Windows, for Mac, and for Linux as well, source code and Linux. As I'm working on Windows, so I'll be installing either 32-bit or 64-bit based on the operating system that I have. Now for us to verify the operating system, on this PC, I'll right click, I'll select the properties, and as soon as I select the properties, we can see that it says system type 64-bit, which means now I have to install Node for 64-bit. So I'll just click here and the installation starts. Let's check it in the downloads. So yes guys, the Node has been installed. Now I'll just double click on this. So I get this section which says will guide you through the installation computing space requirements. So let's just wait. It usually does not take this much time, but then I think the download was not completed and we opened it before the download got complete. Okay, so yes, let's click on next. This is the terms and condition. I accept the license agreement. I'll click on next. That's okay. I'll click on next, then again next. So guys, I already have Node installed. I won't click on install, but you guys can click on install and the Node will get installed. Right? After this part is done, what we can do is we can open the command prompt again and do the same thing which we did earlier, that is write node-v. If it gives you the version, that means Node has been successfully installed. We can also verify the node has been installed properly or not by right click on this PC. Then we'll again go to the properties. We'll click on advanced system settings. We'll click on environment variables. And if I navigate to path and I edit this, I can see that Node.js is added to the environment variable as well. I'll click on OK. I'll go to the system variable path section. I'll click on edit. I'll just scroll it down and I can see that Node.js has been installed over here as well. So this tells me that Node.js has been successfully installed. So guys, let's quickly close them all as we have installed Node. Right. So guys, we are done with first step, which is the installation of Node. Let's move on and see the second step, the next step. The next step is installation of Protractor and how to install Protractor. So for us to install Protractor, there are two commands, which is npm install -g Protractor, which is used to install or download Protractor. The other one is Protractor -- version to verify if it has successfully installed or not. So let's install Protractor. Let's open command prompt again. And earlier we had checked node version, right, by writing node -v. Let's also check npm version, and the command is npm -v. So guys, npm is nothing but node package manager, right? Let's check the version. Yes, so the version is 6.10.3. and now let's install Protractor. I'll write npm install -g Protractor and hit enter. So as soon as I hit enter, you can see that the installation of Protractor has started, and let's just wait for Protractor to get installed. Okay, so these are some of the deprecated libraries which are being shown as warnings, and these are different libraries which are getting downloaded, right? So Protractor has been installed. We can see that Protractor @ 7.0.0, which is basically the version, but let's also check the version, and I'll just write Protractor -- version and press enter. As soon as I do that, I can see that it tells me that I've installed Protractor with version 7.0.0. Right, let's close the command prompt. So now we are done with step 2, which is installation of Protractor. Let's move on to step 3, which is executing the command Webdriver Manager Update. But before we do so, let's understand why do we need to execute this command. So guys, Webdriver Manager Update downloads all the drivers, and these are browser drivers. These drivers are used to interact with different browsers. For example, Chrome driver to interact with Chrome browser, and similarly Gecko driver to interact with Firefox browser. And yes, to execute these scripts, we need these browsers. So to interact with browser, we need to use this command Webdriver Manager Update. So let's open command prompt. I'll quickly open command prompt and we'll hit this command, which is Webdriver Manager Update, and I'll press enter. So as soon as I hit enter, it tells me that file exists. Yes, because the drivers were already existing. For you guys, it will install you all these drivers, and by all these drivers we mean Chrome driver, Selenium driver, and Gecko driver, right? And we can also see that it did something on this part, which is, if I highlight this, it says C users current page. It did something in this folder. So guys, let's navigate to this folder and see what is present in this folder. So to navigate, we can either copy this part from here and paste it and get the navigation done, but let's also do it manually. So I'll open C. I'll quickly open users. Under users, I'll open my name. Now guys, click on view and also enable the hidden items. Then only you will be able to see app data. Let's open app data. And let's open roaming. Under roaming, I can see npm. So this was the first installation that we did, and this is the node installation. I open this, I open node modules, and then I see here Protractor, which was the second installation that we did. Let's open Protractor. I'll open node modules again in this, and I'll just navigate to Webdriver Manager. And this is the command that we recently hit. I'll open Webdriver Manager. I'll open Selenium, and we can see that we have all the list of drivers which got installed. So guys, you will see that we have Chrome driver, we have Gecko driver, and we have Selenium server standalone. Right? Let's just close this folder. Right? But guys, we need to remember that we are going to talk about Selenium server standalone, as we had talked earlier about Chrome driver and Gecko driver. So let's understand what is Selenium server standalone. So guys, in the folder WebDriver, we saw Selenium server standalone. Let's understand the architecture of Protractor again, where we'll also try to understand the need of each installation we did. And we'll understand here why do we need Selenium server standalone. Right? So guys, we had talked about the Protractor architecture in part 1, but now we are going to do it in a lot more detail. So this is the first block. The first block is Protractor, which is a wrapper to Webdriver.js, and Node.js is required to run and build the Protractor. This is where we have our scripts or the test cases. So as soon as we start with the executing the scripts in Protractor, it interacts with Selenium server. Right? Selenium server is used to execute the scripts locally or remotely. So Selenium server exposes a port 444 for browser to execute the scripts. So guys, Selenium server interacts with the browser drivers that we have. And browser driver further interacts with the desired application that we want to perform some action on. So now guys, in Protractor, for us to directly communicate from scripts to browser driver, right, we have a configuration which is direct connect. And we can set this direct connect to true. Don't worry guys, if you're unable to understand this as of now, or if you're unable to relate with this. We are going to talk about this in a lot more detail in the upcoming session. Thank you so much guys for watching this video. If you liked the content of the video, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel for upcoming videos. Right, thank you so much guys.